Again, another interesting conversation with Dr. Mike Sorigliano. They were talking about double masking there. If you're joining us in the past hour, Andrew Kraft did a live interview with our Austin affiliate specifically about that. So that's the big talker today. Maybe be wearing 2 masks instead of 1. Staying on COVID-19 news, a substantial uptick in student suicides has prompted the nation's 5th largest school district to start bringing children back to the classroom as soon as possible, despite high numbers of coronavirus cases and deaths. Fox's Stephanie Bennett joins us live in Las Vegas, Nevada with this story. Stephanie, what's the latest?
Hey Daytona, yeah, it's a tragic situation, but the Clark County School District says they're working as quickly as possible to bring these students back into the classroom and safely.
The isolation, it's tough.
Like many parents, Mary Lynch has been helping her son learn remotely since the pandemic began, all while juggling work and going back to school herself.
We're really in a blessed situation where he has brothers, so he has that constant stimulation. I can definitely see why there's a push to get kids back into a relational setting.
Because of COVID-19, Nevada's Clark County School District, which has more than 315,000 students, has been learning remotely since March. But since then, they noticed a spike in student suicides, with 19 in the last 10 months. That's double the number compared to 2019. So now they're expediting their plans to bring kids back into the classroom.
And when we started seeing the spike in the deaths and the suicide in our children is when we started really having and continue to have the conversations with our teachers union. We came up with an agreement where it was safe for the adults and safe for the children.
They're starting with surveys, asking parents if they prefer remote learning or a hybrid model, meaning kids will alternate days in the classroom. The district says it will ultimately be up to the parents to decide. Some, like Lynch, actually prefer staying home.
I have the luxury of working remotely, so for us, we would likely keep our son out for the rest of the 2nd grade.
But by offering the choice could be life-saving. The district's limited reopening plan was approved by its board of trustees. The timeline is still being finalized, but Superintendent Jara says they'll start with pre-K through 3rd grade and work their way up.
It'll be extremely beneficial. I mean, from what I get emails from kids. Find a way to get our schools open, and I think that's the social interaction, the classroom conversations.
Now, the school district currently offers 24/7 mental health support, both online and by phone. Now, they also added another system last year, and so far that system has provided thousands of alerts. Daytona.
Stephanie, I'm curious here. Obviously, we're talking about students in general, but are they seeing any specific age groups that are being affected by this more than others?
Yeah, Superintendent Jara said that they're focusing right now on those pre-K through 3rd graders because they are the most vulnerable right now with the learning at home model. They said they're going to test that out first, see how things go, and then move on to those middle school and high schoolers. They didn't have any specifics to let me know about.
I'm sorry, we lost you there for a second, but that's Stephanie Bennett out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Again, if you or someone that you know is having thoughts of suicide, you can contact the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Stephanie, thanks for being with us. And again, this is a serious story here. It's not just about the pandemic and the lives that are being lost because of the virus itself, but this mental health pandemic is also truly something